Hey, what's going on, all you ghouls and ghosts out there? My name is Mike Macabre, and welcome to the graveyard. As always, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos, Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Up with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. But on tonight's episode, we have another reviews and reactions. And who we doing tonight? All right, Ernesto versus Bastian with their song Dark Side of the Moon featuring Susana, Dogzilla's Pure Filth remix. Ooh, that's a mouthful and a half. Link to the original video will be down in the description box for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. And this request comes to us by Lord Call. Thank you for that lovely, lovely request. As I was going into this blind with my off-the-cuff comments, if I recognize a song, I'll definitely let everybody know. I'm going to be as transparent as possible. But no more ghouling around. Let's check it out. Right, ghouls and ghosts. Ernesto versus Bastian with their song Dark Side of the Moon featuring Susana, Dogzilla Pure Filth remix. This one might be a glow stick special. EBM kind of vibe to it with the beat. Oh yeah, glow stick special here. I don't think I've heard trance this heavy and hard before. Assume that's Susana. Get some glow sticks. love this breakdown portion. Complete shift. Building. There's that beat drop. Right. Dragged a little bit towards the end, but that's neither here nor there. I do got to ask, which portion was Ernesto, which portion was Bastion? Because we're gonna talk about which one, because they felt like two different songs, but very cohesive in and of itself. Again, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk about that in review section. See you there. All right, ghouls and Ghosts. That was Ernesto versus Bastion, Dark Side of the Moon featuring Susana, Dogzilla's Pure Filth Remix. Link for original video will be down in the description box for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. And again, this request comes to us by Lord Call. Thank you for that lovely, lovely request. Now there was some lyric or some vocals, so let's check out the lyrics. All right, here we are. Try a run, try a hide, escape your only truth for a while, live the past, create a picture, it won't last. A million colors to a lie, it won't last times two. When the sun is cold and black, when you want to scream and shout, and the record plays the dark side of the moon, brighter days on a distant shore, you realized it's steep. To the top, never fight, a never win reality. A million colors to a lie that will fade, times two. When the sun is cold and black, when you want to scream and shout, and the record plays the dark side of the moon, times four. So good, let me lose myself, times three. When the sun is cold and black, when you want to scream and shout, and the record plays the dark side of the moon. So are they talking about Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon? Because it was originally released as a record. I don't know. Maybe, perhaps. It would make sense. I do like the idea of... Because I do know the Dark Side of the Moon is the prism. It's a very simple cover. It's just that one single beam of light with the prism and then the rainbow coming out. And a million colors to a lie that will fade. I picture the prism, so maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But either way, very bleak lyrics. Very bleak. They fit perfectly with the lilting vocals of, I do believe it would be Susana. Very nice. Fit the juxtaposition of the song because it was a little bit harder. But I will say I did enjoy the second half more than I enjoyed the first half. There was just something about the melodic clean sections. A little bit more of the traditional trance dance sound. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Just does a little bit more for me, but I do, it's got my heart pumping for sure. Lots of beats per minute. As I said during the reaction, a glow stick special, and I need to get some glow sticks. I want to get some glow sticks so I could just do some stupid stuff and act like I'm cool when I'm just a fucking nerd, you know. I had my own little channel here. I think it'd be fun. I don't know. Just have fun. Have fun, you know. Fuck what everybody thinks. I'm gonna look like a goof anyways. Might as well enjoy it. Though my only gripe, if I had any gripe with this particular track, is the end. It was just a little thin on the keeping my attention. Okay, it's just a couple little extra beats, but what was it? It was like 8 minutes long, 7 minutes long. Then the middle section where it kind of slowed down a little bit. Okay, chance to recover. Great DJs know how to manipulate that. They get to, you know, if you want to get you pumping, get the BPMs up, and then there's a little smooth section. That's where you get your drinks and get relaxed, and then waiting for that beat to drop, and then it goes back, and then oomph, 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 oomph. Love it, love it, love it. That being said, score. I am going to give this 4.5 skulls out of 5. Absolutely happy with that score for all the reasons I just stated. I will say this though, in the beginning I was leaning more towards the 4 skulls until the middle section and the vocals came in, and I just, as the song progressed, it grew on me more and more, so that's why I got the score that it did. But I think that's going to be it for this episode of reviews and reactions. As always, if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos, Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Off with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. But as always, ghouls and ghosts, stay scared.